The cannabis industry is still in its infancy. In like most things that Latinos do, as we enter a field, we usually come in with a little bit of flavor, or what I like to call sazon, or como adobo y sazon con pimienta.
We bring sazon to everything. Everything we do has just a little bit more flavor to it.
In April of 2019, hemp went legal for growth in the state of Connecticut, and of the 65 licenses that the state offered, only one went to a Latino, and here we are, Huepa. My name is Luis Vega, and I am the owner and sole proprietor of Huepa Hemp Farms.
Cannabis is an industry in transition. Regulation is in flux, and growth is rapid, so it's get in now or be left out. For Latinx's in the green rush, it means recognizing the complexities that the plant ties to heritage, stigma, racism, but above all, opportunity.
The industrial hemp plant is being grown for the CBD qualities and for the hemp stalk for construction applications. I was a New York City boy. I never thought I'd be a farmer. Latinos should get involved in the agricultural process of cannabis because I believe that it's in our blood. This is what our grandparents were doing. This is what our great-grandparents were doing. Back in Puerto Rico, my grandfather had a large piece of farm where he grew avocate, he grew figs, chicken, goat. Now, getting back to nature allows me to feel some type of connection with him. On this plot right here, we have 2,500 plants. I talk to my plants every single day as I walk down. I say, hello, ladies. Buenos días. ¿Cómo está? They say, I love you, daddy.
Papito, muévete rápido, coño. I mean, come on, man, we gotta move. As a cook, as a chef, it's like, I always want to try something different. I always want to see how we can push the envelope. I cook, and I cook with cannabis.
It can be tough to get an invite to Chef Miguel Trinidad's super secret pop-up restaurant, 99th Floor. He creates a space where fine dining intentionally elevates cannabis.
And our statement was to destigmatize cannabis through the universal language of food. Tonight we had a private event in an undisclosed location. A 5-course meal for 26 people, and every course is infused. Okay. The strain always determines the menu. With the headbanger, if you smell that, it's really funky. It's like all the flavor profiles, all the different types of strains. And you can use all of those different flavor profiles to create a menu. It's like being a kid at a toy store. You let that wash for about 3 minutes. Tincture.
That's it?
That's it.
Just having a Latino in ownership position has opened many people's eyes here.
In 2017, 80% of legal cannabis businesses were white-owned. Luis is thriving despite statistics and stereotypes working against him.
Sometimes even walking around the property, I'll get a passing comment or question if I'm an employee or if I'm one of the laborers or if I even speak English. Having to go from seeing what the stereotypical or mainstream farm manager would be to seeing a Latino gentleman is a big transition for a lot of people. For the laborers here, it's changed their perspective of what they could do. Getting back to agriculture is kind of breaking stigma for us at this point, where even though it's breaking stigma, this is our heritage.
What the abuelitas out there are scared of is like, ay, mi hijo va a ser un tecato. He's gonna be in jail, you know, he's gonna be arrested. It's like people can't know that you do that, you know, because then you're just a bad person. My perception of cannabis and weed in the East Village where I grew up was the same as everybody else's. I remember walking down the street smoking a cigarette that I had rolled myself. And a police officer pushing me up against the wall. It's like, what are you smoking? Like, why so aggressive? You know? It was different for people of color growing up in New York City.
I literally, growing up, I'm from New York. You know how many My friends are in Rikers right now because they were growing weed in their closet, and I'm able to literally invite you guys out here and take pictures with this. It's mind-blowing.
Miguel and Luis aren't alone with that unease. New York decriminalized in April, but in the first 4 months of that year, 94% of low-level cannabis arrests in New York City were Black and Latinx, despite the fact that whites use it at the same rate.
The flybys sometime get my heart pumping. Like, if I didn't have a license, I would literally be going to jail for life for this. This is enough plants to send me away forever.
But it's still unclear whether legalization will provide restitution for minority entrepreneurs like Luis and Miguel, or if it will skip them over completely to serve big business. As it stands now, minorities are often excluded due to criminal records, lack of capital, and residual fear and stigma.
It saddens me that, so many people of color have been affected by this plant for so many years, and now you have big business coming in and capitalizing on it. And what are they doing for us, right? When it does get legalized, what are they doing for the people of color anywhere to educate them on how to properly use it? 10 years down the line, it's gonna be a different world when it comes to cannabis. My place in it, as an educator, I just wanna educate young Latinos. I wanna educate my people on how to properly use it, right? Because it's something that's gonna be used for the rest of our lives. It's never gonna go away. So it's like, let's take what we got and respect it and give it back to the community in a way that we can use it in a positive manner.
I really want my kids to be able to understand that you can create your own generational wealth, your own stature in life, and not be confined to what society kind of tells us we have to do.